Now, what's up, spicy boys, and welcome to the guide. You know, and over the last few years, a lot of you have asked, how do I do a broken sword run? That's what I'm here to tell you today. And before we get into this one, now that we're on the Dark Souls guide side of YouTube, I have to say, Yamfer hasn't done a guide on this run yet. And honestly, mate, I wouldn't bother. This guide's going to be more efficient and faster. So first of all, you don't need 50 minutes to explain this one. And second of all, let's get into it, boys. First of all, make your guy, and honestly, all this bullshit here doesn't matter. The only two things that matter is that your class is deprived because you're a little bitch, and for the gift, you pick the cheeky master key. Might have noticed that my class is pretty princess, and that's me being on PC and modding my save to start with a broken sword, because the first problem with this game is that it's the only bastard in game in the series that doesn't let you get a broken sword. You can't buy it, and you can't find it on the ground. You have to get it as an enemy drop. But don't worry, you little cheeky console fucks up. This guide's got you covered. We're going to be covering how you guys can get the broken sword and all that jazz, but for us guys on PC, I put the mod in the description. You can download that, and you're going to be nice and easy, boys. Get out your jail cell, run into this big chubby bubby and give him a cheeky how's it going. See the damage? Fuck! Get out of that one, lads, it's not worth the effort. If you're playing on PC with my mod, this is where you get the second broken sword. That's right, need two of the bastards for this run. And if you're playing on console, we're going to keep using the normal weapon like a little bitch up until later we can farm more broken swords. Run into Our Pal Oscar and tell him to get the fuck out of my game, absolute wet wipe, don't give a fuck. I want here for the cheeky little fucking, sippy. First boss, piece of shit easy, just stay by his ass, he will never hit you, except if he's up against the wall like this. Fuck! Just stay by his ass, get in the middle, get stuck in, and absolutely belt the bastard. Piss easy. Get to Firelink, pick up these lads, get on your way, sunshine. You've got an adventure to be having. Whenever you go down elevators, always remember to send them back up because you're a polite boy, aren't you? Yeah, who's a good boy? Open this up and pick up the free Wonga. Okay, legit now, we actually need something here. We need the shield for the final boss. If you're not a little pussy bitch, you'll wake him up, take the shield, get out of there. Back down the elevator and give it the old whoa. So if you want a broken sword Dark Souls 1, don't worry, it's not really that hard. The problem is it's by far the hardest one in the trilogy. The other two are piss easy, boys. You're starting with the hard shit. Get the best shield in the game. Give him a little cheeky how's it going and get the fuck out of there. This one's gonna make you feel like a right professional. Get the secret bonfire. Got someone chasing you. Fuck it. Quit out to the menu. The faster you quit out to the menu, the better RNG you get for the rest of the run. Load back in, there's gonna be no one there. Make sure you go to Speedrunners Live and make an account because now you're a professional speedrunner. Go here and summon Tits McGee. You're allowed to one summon per game. It's a broken sword rule. Fuck it. Get to the best boss in the game and watch Tits McGee absolutely lever the bastard. Use the magic. Go on. Big it. Go big it. Ow the fuck! Before you leave, make sure you go up to the top, pick up the holy simp my lady Ember and get the fuck out of there. Go see our boy Andrea, make sure to flex in this cunt. Fuck! Go ahead and buy 9 Titanite shards and get that broken sword to a +5. Fucking gorgeous! This is for the console boys. This is how you get the broken sword. Don't have to upgrade it. One shot's a bastard. Finish the whole fucking squad out. Did you get any broken swords? Fuck! No broken swords. I feel like pure shit, boys. I just want my RNG back. Make sure to pick up your little super sip upgrade. It's the most important thing in the game. No joke. Yeah, there we go, boys. It's the broken sword. Remember to get 2 of these. Right, I know it's a lot of messing about, and to be honest, that's the broken sword run in a nutshell. But there's one more thing to do, and that's all the boring shit done, lads. I like your cut, G. Right, we've got to go down into the catacombs, get the one green Titanite sitting at the bottom. Can't light the bonfire here because you can't kill the cunt over there, and if you die, you go all the way back to Firelink Shrine. It's a fucking disaster. Not gonna lie to you, lads. All I do at this bit is press the roll button, it works. Remember to stop every once in a while and take a little, sippy. Drop down this ledge right here and pick up your green Titanite. And that's everything. You can just die now if you want. And if you want to be a little bitch, you'll die against these losers. If you want to be an absolute chad, you'll die against Pinwheel, make him feel better about himself. And finally, upgrade your broken sword to a divine broken sword. This is gonna be your main weapon for a long time, so you better get used to it. So now you're gonna come up against your first real challenge, and it will become very apparent about one of the biggest weaknesses of the broken swords, and that's the 2-on-1 fights. Essentially, 2-on-1 fights are really unfair by nature, so you have to get it back down to the 1-on-1 again as soon as possible. But we can't do lots of damage at once to do that, so you just have to put up with it. But that's not gonna stop us, boys, is it? We're gonna great out, we're gonna get real down and dirty with this. I'm gonna show you how. Just play this fight normally, cut off the tail, it'll really help, and keep belting him until he sends in his little boyfriend. There he is, right? Okay, go straight to the other one. He's gonna do a lot of fire breath. Give him the slip on the right hand side, and when you attack him, don't look at him. Look at what the other one's doing. See him doing an attack? Get the fuck out of there. Simply take a little fucking sippy for the boys. Of course, so you're still gonna find yourself in situations where you can't see both of them, and you have to pray to RNGesus. Fuck! If you're having trouble with this one, don't be a dumb bitch like me. Go upgrade your Estus. You can get another one down at the start of New Londo. It's fucking easy to get. Be patient and only go in when you got an opportunity. Remember, the broken sword is about surviving, not about damage. It's about surviving long enough for that damage to even do anything. And eventually, you're gonna send it for the boys. It's a big W, nice and easy, boys, and it's just another day in the office. You're gonna keep going. Go ring the bell and buy a few naughty homeward bones. Give me a sec while I figure out which one of these are the naughty ones. Oh shit, you thought you could spend the boss souls? Fuck no, you gotta buy a weapon smith box and a repair box, but these are very important, so don't skip these. Back to Firelinky Shriney Riney and see this big boy, give him a little cheeky how's it going. Save and quit out of the game, feel like a speedrunner. Load back in and you've got the best ring in the game. Back down the elevator and give it the old whoa. Go back through these apples and pears and get yourself down to Blacktown, son. You're gonna get to this bonfire here and turn human, and you're gonna lure out Man-Eater Mildred, and it's gonna be some of the easiest souls you've ever had, son. So at this point, you probably have a lot of leftover souls. You can start thinking about leveling up your character. So for level ups, all you do is level health. I'll explain why a bit later on, but for now, just trust me. Right, so before we see the forbidden spider honker donkers, we have to have one more thing to do. We have to get 9 green Titanite shards to make the Divine Broken Sword at +5, and we can actually farm all of these from the Green Slugs and Blight Towns. Fuck! Also make sure to pick up this old chestnut here, you'll need it for later. Now this should take you about half an hour to do, but if you're playing over by Spicy mod, I have actually included all of the Titanite you'll ever need in the game, apart from the shards at the beginning, since you can buy those for souls. Because fuck farming Titanite with the Broken Sword, it's a waste of fucking time. We're not wasting any time in this, we're going straight to the boss. So Quailag's gonna be your first boss, which we call in the business the old 10-minute. That's right, this boss will be your first of many fights, which take about 10 minutes plus to do. And for this reason, it's why I say Dark Souls 1's definitely the hardest one to do with the Broken Sword. Dark Souls 2 and 3 bosses can take as little as about 3 or 4 minutes. But in this, about half, oh, excuse me, a little sippy for the boys. Will take about 10 minutes for most of the bosses in Dark Souls 1. But it's not about the damage. A lot of people always complain, how do you do the Broken Sword run? You do no damage. But it's all about the mindset. You got it twisted. Rather than thinking, oh shit, I do 5 times less damage, just think, okay, I have to survive 5 times as long as usual, and then the damage kind of makes up itself. And this is why we just blast health as soon as possible. Getting that big fat chunky health meter for the boys really does help, and sometimes it'll make the whole difference between surviving and losing 10 minutes of progress. Anyway, fuck all the Broken Sword philosophy, here's some real tips. When she does a 3 combo strike, dodge the first one, and the second and third one, if you're close enough to the right hand side of her body, you can just walk underneath, keep attacking, it's free damage, lads. And secondly, the big explosion will sometimes trap you underneath the legs. If you can't escape, go for the block. If you don't block, it might one-shot you, but let's be honest, it probably won't. You leveled so much health, you're an absolute unit. Keep playing safe and consistent and you'll get it. And this might discourage you from finishing the run and doing the rest of the 10-minute fights. But I promise you, it's gonna be worth it when you're slapping Gwyn in the dick with a broken sword and you're gonna send it for the balls. We'll go ring-a-ding-ding the bell, go talk to the cripple, say yes to him. Swear down, lads, if any of you look at the Forbidden Spider honkadonkers, I'll know. Don't look at them, son, just kill her and take the Estus upgrade. Oh yeah, who's a big boy? Right, we're going back to Firelink's Shrine. And on your way out, get this Estus upgrade here. No one knows where it is, so I'm gonna show you the full clip. But just a heads up, for Sen's Fortress, we have to get our second broken sword a +6. If we don't make it a +6 now, it's gonna be an absolute nightmare for us. So we're gonna go see our old pal Gapper Demon and then go down to the depths and get the large Titanite Ember from the Cookie Wookie. Once we get the Estus upgrade here, just die. Make sure you spend all your souls and health again before we do this, because it's a suicide. Easy peasy for the boys. Not gonna lie, the hardest thing about this boss is all the people coming in after the boss. Just stay at the top, they'll all come in and then just roll down and run past them. Get the large Titanite Ember and Homeward Bone the fuck out, sunshine. Make sure you do this before Sen's Fortress. If you don't, you're fucked. Sen's Fortress is gonna be an easy one for you boys. Just keep running and only dumb shits get caught in the traps. Fuck! 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 This one's for the console boys. Make sure you pick up this. You're gonna find more Titanite later. Get to the tippy top and kill this fat bastard. It's gonna be another 10-minute fight coming up, so we don't want any shenanigans. On God, lads, I've tried to make this big chunky boy trip for years with the broken sword. I can never do it. Doing power attacks on him over and over seem to make him go into his tripping stance more often. However, you'll never do enough damage to actually make him fall off. And I've tried all sorts over the years. I've even tried manipulating his back jump so he falls off like that. I don't know why that doesn't fucking work. He's like, oh yeah, boy, I can float now. So you're stuck doing this for 10 minutes, but it's a pretty easy fight, so whatever. I like your cut, G. So this is actually a make or break point for the run. If you fuck this up, it might end. What we need to be doing is bringing all the souls we got from the Iron Golem and bring them to the giant blacksmith to buy a large Titanite. So we need quite a lot. And if we die and lose those and we can't buy that large Titanite, we're pretty stuck. The rafters are going to be an absolute death trap. Go buy these very slowly and kill them one by one. If you can, just kick them off the ledge. Get to Analondo and do the shortcut. Fuck! You'll be wanting to pick up the big chunkus armor here, fellas. It's for the hardest boss in the run. Oh shit, the console boys have got a right fucking treat. You have to get 9 Titanite chunks from the giants here. I don't blame you if you want to use a longsword or something. Buy a bunch of large Titanite until you've got 9 of the bastards. And go send that broken sword from a +10 to a lightning broken sword. This will be your best broken sword for the rest of the run. Okay, boys and girls, time for the big one. My main advice, keep your health topped up. Make sure you take a little sippy for the boys. But also, make sure you kill Smo first. If you are not going to do the broken sword run, at least take this away from the video. Why the fuck do people do Super Smo instead of Super Ornstein? Right, look at this. Sure, Super Smo has these certain attacks that are pretty easy to dodge, but there's 2 big problems. The butt slam and the point blank charge. The butt slam is massive, and sometimes, no matter how much you roll, he's still going to catch you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's the same with the point blank charge. If he does it point blank, that's pretty much it. This usually wouldn't be a problem. However, with the broken sword, it's about survival, and taking all this chip damage like this is gonna get you killed. Now compare all this to the Chad Ornstein. First of all, the butt slam. Look at Ornstein's little fuckboy ass. He can't even hit you with it. You can walk away from it for goodness sake. And you don't even have to try. Secondly, the grab attack. You can walk around this as well. All you have to do is hug his right leg, and you can walk around the 2 most deadly attacks he has. It is so easy. I don't get why people don't do this. Look at this shit. You can roll if you want. Take a little super sippy for the boys as well, don't forget that. But fucking hell, boys, why don't more people do super Ornstein? It's beyond me. So yeah, once you get it down to the 1-on-1, it's pretty easy. But what about the 2-on-1? Well, thankfully, Smoke takes a lot more extra damage from lightning. And the only thing you really have to be mindful of is that Ornstein can hit you through Smoke's body with some attacks. So keep that in mind. The power attack on the Broken Sword is fantastic. It's a little step forward and a slice. It's really good for getting in and getting out. And eventually, boys and girls, you'll get it. You'll be feeling very proud of yourself. But this isn't the hardest one, the Broken Sword. That's coming up later. At this point, you might be hitting level 50 health, and if you do that, just keep leveling stamina. That's probably the second best thing. I don't fucking know. Kill this simp bitch and his e-girlfriend for 9 humanity, and you're gonna put that in your back pocket, fella. Save that for a rainy day. Get yourself back to jail and kill this big chonker, but we're not doing it for the painted world. We're doing this for the titty night slab you get. Make your Broken Sword a +5 from that fella. Oh, it's my favourite line. You sorry fucking fool. If you're a true Chad, you gotta get the pretty princess outfit and all. So now it's just the big 4, and then you're done. You're almost there. So out of the big 4, 3 of them are little bitch boys, but one of them is the hardest boss for this run. For your first one, there's no reason not to do the Bed of Chaos first because, well, it's a gimmick fight. You don't need to fight it. You just do the puzzle and you one-shot it. So do this one first and get more souls. I really shouldn't have to explain these 2 bitch boy bosses to you. They're so shit, they pretty much beat themselves. Get yourself up to the Bed of Chaos. Give this woman a cheeky out to go. Ah, fuck! Don't worry, boys. I've got this one. Get a cheeky. Ah, fuck! Get a cheeky allowed to go. Cheeky out to go. Ah, fuck! Time for the best boss in the game. But hey, our speedrunner practice is going to help out a bunch, right? As soon as you hit these things, don't you dare even try and play the game properly. Save and quit out. Boom! Speedrunner time. When you come back in, you're going to be outside the boss room, but the pillars you destroyed are going to remain destroyed. Oh, fuck, son! Now, we can just keep doing this and save a bunch of time. Once the first one's destroyed, a bunch of shit on the floor is going to start disappearing. Follow this path here. You're going to wait for an attack and do a big boy jump. Oh, lads, it's a fucking sweet one, that. And you got to get the pillar. Save and quit out again. When you come back in, just make a mad dash for the entrance. And you should be able to get it nice and easy, boys. Also, very important, once you kill them, make sure to take a little sippy for the boys. Second up, we've got Seath, and I got a few naughty tricks for this one, lads and lasses, so get your books out, you little pencil-pushing nerds, you're going to learn today. Also, get your SS upgrade here. Right, you can't skip this step, because it's pure banter. I'm going to teach you the Duke's Archive skip. And it's not as bad as it sounds, trust me, don't worry, I'm going to break this down for you, right? So first, pull the lever, and you're going to angle the camera and aim a roll just about at the corner of that little square there. And as soon as you do that with no brakes, you're going to be rolling back onto the lift. Now the angle here is kind of tricky. You're holding that kind of direction. It's downwards to a tiny bit to the right. And hopefully after a few practices, you'll be able to jump on this like little banister here. And you're almost done. Just one more roll. To time this one, you wait for the banister to kind of link up with that bit of architecture there. You're going to give yourself a little space. You're going to roll in. And boys, I don't know what to say. I may as well mail you your speedrunning license right now. Signed and documented by the boys. You'll get straight to Seath and it's going to be the easiest fight in the game. No joke. All you do is hug his right tentacle tip. If you go into the middle or behind the tip, he will hit you. But if you stay at the tip, none of his attacks will ever hit you. He'll just keep trying to turn around and hit you, and he can't do it. I've not seen this strategy anywhere else online. I don't know if I found it, but hey, it makes Seath an absolute joke. It's the easiest boss by far. You're almost done now, fella. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, isn't Pinwheel the easiest boss in the run? Well, the thing is, it's an official Broken Sword rule that you have to do Pinwheel blindfolded. Locate WASD properly. It's right here. That's not it, is it? Why is he not hitting the fuck? Where's the ledge? Why is he not hit the ledge? Why is he not hit the ledge? Why is he... Where the fuck am I? I'm hitting him yet! I'm hitting him! Take this, you commie bastard! Oh, he's fucking too late! Little pencil pushing nerd! I like your cut, G. Nito used to be a really hard one for the Broken Sword, but now we have a Divine Broken Sword, and with Divine weapons, you can kill the skeletons permanently. So you can use the Lightning Broken Sword to lower their health and get the last hit with the Divine Broken Sword, and the skeletons will stay dead here. One big problem though, there's big ass skeletons on the other side of the room. So, you need to imagine this. All the cops watching tonight will have an easier time imagining this than others, but imagine Nito's ring is like a big donut. You drop in right at the bottom here, and the large skeletons are over there. You don't want to aggro those. So if you just stick to this little third right here, the large skeletons will never aggro. So all you do, you clean out those 3 mini skeletons, and the one-on-one with Nito is so laughably easy yet again. Without the Divine Broken Sword, it's a big hassle though. I've done that a few times, and it was not a good time. Oh yeah, who's a good boy? Right then, lads and lasses, it is time for what I would call the hardest boss of the Broken Sword in the Dark Souls trilogy, and that is the 4 Kings. Now, going back to what I said at the start of the video, how 2-on-1 fights are awful for the Broken Sword. This isn't even a 4-on-1. It can be up to a 7-on-1 due to how the 4 Kings spawn. You have to go with Havels here. If you don't do Havels, you're going to get stopped all the time when you get hit or when you have to roll. I've only ever done this in Pretty Princess Dress once. That's the one and only thing I've ever faked in my videos. Damage per second you are losing by having to stop mid-attack and roll or getting flinched. You're losing so much time that it's just crazy. And the only way I managed to do it without Havels was saving up like 30 humanity and just cheesing it like that. I have very little advice for you guys. It is an absolute bloodbath. You are going to be put in situations where it's a 4-on-1, you're trying to just kill one guy and you're just getting pot shots left, right and back, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to keep your health up. You got to try and bottleneck as much damage, and I'm talking about squeezing out every last bit of stamina you can. I wish you the very best of luck, because this is it's quite a doozy. It took me a while to figure this one out for myself. Lads and lasses, it's just one more, and then we're done. Oh, excuse me, little sippy for the boys. Right, get your fire shield on, you got at the start of the game, and get ready to parry Gwyn. I can never do this parry here. Holy fuck, I actually did it. Right, so he's got 2 attacks you can parry. One is a super reactable one that is nice and slow, but the second one can't really react to. So you put your shield up just in case he's about to do it, and if he does it, parry the second one, because 99% of the time he follows up with a second attack. And take a little sippy for the boys just in case, but this should be already in the bag, lads. If you do mess up and you get out of rhythm, don't panic. To heal against Gwyn, you gotta risk it all. You gotta go in for that big boy parry and seal it. Don't worry if you've never parried Gwyn before. It takes a bit getting used to, but it's a lot of fun. The parry timing is instant, so as soon as you think the blade hits you, just go for a parry. And you might be looking a bit like this, fellas, but we're not done yet. Get the sippy. Oh, send it for the boys. Send it. Let's go fucking metal. Hey, light the fire, lads. I can't believe it! You have just broken sworded Dark Souls 1! Holy shit, boy! By law, I have to congratulate you on beating your very first Broken Sword run. And now, if you want to go again, I invite you to beat Papa Lenny at his own game here. My speedrun time for the Dark Souls 1 Broken Sword run is 3 hours 20. And if you think you got what it takes to beat me, I invite you to come along. But nevertheless, if you do attempt this run, please send me videos on Twitter or whatever. I'd love to see them. And that's it, boys. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.